Hey, hey people. My name is Toni, and I'm here with
Joan. I'm Joan.
and these lovely people here. Please introduce yourself.
I am Sheila.
I am Te Aroha.
And we're gonna just be asking some questions about some advice these people have for like film stuff and like our personal project that we've been working on. So yeah, I'm just gonna hold it. So just like what's something like
First off, what were you guys working on?
right? Yes, we're working on a movie trailer, like a kind of dystopian movie trailer.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the story? Who are the characters? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, about like this girl, and she's kind of like not on either side of this kind of dystopian war, and she's like she's trying to like kind of avoid it, but then she's somehow like the main plot of it. Like
Yeah.
it's a movie trailer, so it's only kind of scenes of it.
Yeah.
So we haven't really figured out the whole entire plot.
Yeah.
And
That's
mine's
fair
a bit different because we have to have it like different.
Yeah.
So like the basis of the story is okay. I read like an English thing about this too to like expand on the idea. But it's like this girl and her mum is the leader of like one side of the war and her dad on the other, and she's like in the middle. I know, wow.
Romeo and Juliet type
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know, destined to take over it all or whatever. But then like her parents didn't want that, so then she was like left in the middle and they like abandoned her. Anyways, so then
anything
she's
for
just
royalty.
like living her life alone in the wilderness, you know, like in the middle grounds
Yeah.
with like no one. And then this like war breaks out, and then there's this like girl who's like running from the war that she meets, and then they end up living together. And then later she finds out that that's like her sister or something from her dad, or whatever.
Oh, I really
But,
thought
like-
that they were gonna be gay.
Oh, like typical.
I wish, you know.
We need some.
I hate to read.
We need some dystopian Yuri, bro.
Yeah, we need some queer
No,
representation. Of
I like the sibling representation.
No,
It
the
reminds
siblings
me
is cool.
of.
Yeah.
It reminds me of. That's just because I just dislike romance in general, though.
Why?
I've always kind of had like a thing against it. There's very few romances that I like in media, but this isn't about that anyways. I was gonna say it reminds me of that Tinkerbell movie where she meets her sister.
winter
Oh my
one.
gosh.
Oh, winter
That's
one.
what it feels
That
like
one's
because there's
cool.
two like opposing sides basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, no, we love each other because we're sisters.
We need to be able to hang out together.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love that
damn.
movie.
Yeah.
And basically, like, the girl, she's just, like, sad, living a lonely life on her own.
Yeah.
She's, like, accepted that. And it's like, you know, there's always light at the end.
There's the hope.
tunnel.
Yeah,
There's the
there's the
hope.
There's always
hope,
been a
like-
hope, like, at the end, you
like-
know?
Platonic soulmates, you know. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
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 I think that's my main issue with romance is if it's like the main plot, it becomes the reason it becomes like the main savior of
Yeah.
the story, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel like that.
Yeah,
I feel like other kinds of
we can
relationships need
Yeah.
to be
We could use some more Frodo Sam type dynamics.
exactly
Oh my
that,
gosh,
yes.
like best friends, soulmates.
Remember when we
Oh
were?
my gosh, in, like, year 9.
Yeah, and
We
yeah,
got
no.
Lord of the Burger Rings, and we did, like, a thing about that.
Either one of us was Sam or Frodo. I can't
I
remember
think
which
I
one.
was
Oh,
Frodo,
oh,
Yeah.
who would be Sam or Frodo out of you and me?
I think you're Frodo and I'm Sam.
Yeah, I agree. I
Really?
think Frodo's
Oh,
Sam.
hell, I don't want to be Frodo. Oh, that is evil.
I give so much more Sam
You
vibes.
do
Yeah,
give
yeah,
much
you
more
do,
Sam
yeah.
vibes,
Yeah.
though. Yeah, definitely.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Anyways,
Right. So with that in mind, would you give us some advice just through these questions?
like, about
Yeah, about
stuff.
film and stuff.
What have some of the struggles been for you? Like
Yeah.
time management.
Yeah.
time management?
Don't talk to me about that. I can't help you. I can't help you.
Time management. Well, it's a biggie. Everybody struggles with it. doesn't matter what project you're working on, the deadline is always it's at your back. It's coming for you. It's chasing you down that hallway. It's really good from the start. You want to plan all the way from the start exactly what's going to happen, or as close as you can to what you want to happen, like at the beginning. So and think, okay, you often get things that are like bottlenecks in production. Some good examples are in like post-production, like you can't really have anybody doing the actual sound mixing or color grading until you've got like an actual edit sorted. And so you want to plan for those bottlenecks and figure out things that you can do around them, as well as ways to make it go as fast and as fluidly and effectively as possible. So a lot of that planning all the way at the beginning really helps with that. And yeah.
So back to that first question that I asked you at the start. What's something like important? Something you feel that is important, but they don't necessarily like teach you to manage that.
Ooh,
If it's a hard question, I can just move on.
that is a hard question. Let me think though.
It's a hard question, but there's like definitely a lot of answers.
Particularly for a dystopian world building can be kind of hard to teach, because there's so much like in it. Like this one's got a world building class at the minute.
I do have a world building class.
And you've got to think about, or you can think about, like the religions, the circumstances of like this war, like where is it stemming from? Is it coming from like fighting over resources? Is it fighting over differences of opinions?
Can I'll say something on that.
Yeah.
So the way that they're currently teaching us world building is that they're getting us first to think about, not even thinking about religion, not even thinking about culture. They're first getting us to think about what are like the core systems of your world. Usually those things are government systems or religions or cultures, but for different worlds that could be anything. Like DK downstairs has got a world where there are no governments or religion or anything. Like his character is alone in a like massive world that's anything could happen in, basically. And it's like, so what are the core systems there? And for the world is built around his character's memories. So the memories of that character are the core system of the world. Whereas for mine is a space-based world where the core systems of mine are, there's heaps of them, but I'm focusing on humans in space interacting with aliens. And so my core systems are the government systems of the humans. The humans in my world don't really have a religion anymore, so it's basically just government systems that are the core of my world. But I like that. I think that is a good starting point for thinking about world building in any world, is who are actually the main people influencing what happens in your story, and thinking about your world building from the perspective of your story. So what are the main things that are influencing your character? Like, it'd be obviously the war is like a core system. Who the war is between, why, and I don't know. We did 4 for ours, but you could have any number
Nature
of them.
could be a really good one.
Nature is definitely one.
I've watched a lot of shows like Scavenger's Reign, which is like it is like a space aliens one, but these people have crashed on this different planet and it's got a completely different ecosystem to Earth, and they're trying to figure out how that works and like all of that, and it's like really intense for them. But yeah.
That's a show that you're watching, or
It's Scavenger's Reign is a show on Netflix. It's an animated.
hang on, let me put that in the note.
Come back to that later.
Yeah.
It's such a good show. I think it's really underrated for its world building, because it It feels really in depth. Like it looks at the creatures in this kind of biome. You see different biomes. You see how the different creatures survive, what they feed off of, how it can look quite violent. Like it can look quite violent in parts of it, because like there'll be like this fungus-like thing that, like the cordyceps mushrooms that they use in like
The Last of
that
Us.
they use in like The Last of Us,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they like take over brains.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't cordyceps real?
Yes,
Cordyceps are a real
except
thing.
they don't take over human brains; they take over ant brains
Yeah.
and insect brains.
Is that because they're like...
Haven't they taken over mammals at some point?
I don't think so.
I thought
not
I'd
yet.
seen a deer that had been infected with cordyceps.
I don't think so. I feel like humans would get very, very concerned if they got to the point where they were infecting mammals, because then there's a possibility they can infect us, and The Last of Us could actually happen.
That'd be the. I mean, rabies.
terrifying.
Rabies exists, and we've managed to we don't get rabies in New Zealand, and rabies basically makes you into a hydrophobic zombie that wants to be violent. So.
Yeah, I didn't even know we didn't have rabies in New Zealand. I thought it was just
We
like
only just recently had our first rabies-related death, and unfortunately, fortunately for us, the person got it from overseas. But,
Yeah.
fortunate. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So what's a mistake you guys wish you could have avoided in the early stages, or maybe in the middle stages,
Oh, maybe in the current stage.
or the current stage?
Ooh.
Sorry, these are kind of weird questions.
No,
No.
they're not
no.
weird.
Okay, good.
Good questions. They're just heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Because there's a lot that you can say about them.
I feel like I'll just say this is a general mistake that I think a lot of people make, and that maybe is something that you guys might have done with this project as well, is the mistake of making something that's too big to make in the amount of time that you have.
Yeah.
Like your
Being
scope.
over-ambitious.
Yes,
Scope is crazy.
is the biggest problem, because we're all creative people, right? So we've all got these really big ideas, and that's the first hurdle. I think if you can learn to get over that quickly, you will do well in the rest of your projects. But that is the big one is scope. Realizing how long it takes to make such a little thing. For Sheila, 3 minutes, and that was
5
long
months of work.
nights with 5 months of work for 3 minutes of stop motion animation. And that's not even just the animating, that's the coming up with the story, that's the
Proposing the story, doing
Pre-production.
production, making the puppets, I've got them down there.
post-production.
It's a lot of work.
And also, something that me and my classmate Reese have been trying to do is that every time we have a project is to not work on something that we really, really care about.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have projects in their minds that they're yeah, I'm going to work on this one day and make it into a really big thing. Do not use those projects in school.
Yeah.
If you've got a big story in your head and you've been working on it for a long time, keep it there till after school, because you will have to, and the teachers tell you this once you get to our level, but honestly they should probably teach it sooner, is that you're going to have to kill your baby whenever you make a project. It's hard.
It's so tough.
So don't kill your baby. Make a trash baby and work on that instead. Don't kill your beloved project.
Yeah,
Because
Market day is a small part of a bigger project that I'm thinking about. Even though I kind of did work on something that's a dream project, I worked on a really small piece of it.
yeah.
It's,
And a piece of it that you hadn't worked on before,
yeah,
right? These were
so
new characters.
completely new characters, completely new town, and I only reused some of the world building that I had existing. And even then, I built on that a lot more. Something else that I think can be shared a lot more is being creative is a collaborative process a lot of the time. So, whilst we work on a lot of individual projects
In school.
and in school, once you get into the industry, you've got hundreds of people on that production, if it's a big one. And so when you're working on something smaller, sharing your ideas with other people and getting feedback and incorporating that into what you're making, it both makes it easier and, well, sometimes it can be a little bit harder because feedback on occasion can be hard to take, but it will give you a better, like, outcome at the end when you're done. Yeah.
I honestly feel like that's where the studying is hardest for me, because realistically in industry you're only really doing one job. When you're studying, you're doing the whole process. Like, there's so many jobs in filmmaking or film production and animation, anything, but when you're studying you have to do all of those. And like, I'm a very detail oriented person. Like, I don't see the whole picture generally. I think in small little bits, which is why I think it's hard for me, especially to time manage, is because I'm just thinking about like this one bit and I want to make it really, really good. And then, but naturally, I'm hoping at the end of it, you know, that it'll work out a bit better for me because I won't be doing all of these jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have gone way over the time.
Nice.
Yeah. For your like feedback and advice and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna really talk about that.
Yeah, we hope it was helpful and there wasn't too much rambling.
Yeah.
No, it was really helpful. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
No problem.
We're gonna.
Thank you for having us on.
You're
Yeah.
right. Goodbye.